Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play Hand of Fate. I am the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode we got... well, I got overconfident. I got into a Devil's Wager encounter and got hit. And that resulted in my immediate death. Look at that. Well, this time I'm gonna make a little change, something I don't like doing, but usually I have a blanket on top of my controller to muffle the inputs. I say it's to muffle the input so you don't notice, but usually there's a little bit of desync on my videos, and with my commentary you never notice, because in this game I don't hum with the music, only then you notice. But with the input noises, you know that there's a tiny bit of input, and or there that you will realize that there's a little bit of input desynchronization, and well, you maybe not so much, but I will notice, and I don't like that, because I'm kind of perfectionistic in that way, or I'm kind of a perfectionist in that regard, although that's not gonna be too much. There's not gonna be much of an input lag, I can assure you that. So I'll try again, and don't expect my performance to just shoot up through the stars. By now I'm not sad that I'm not able to beat the Jack of Scales. After I beat the Jack of Scales, the game is gonna just increase in difficulty again. So I'm not too excited about that whole scenario. Radmen will get stronger. In general, monster encounter cards that are in there will get buffed. For example, the 2 of Skulls that we face often is gonna just turn into a 4 of Skulls, of course. Why would it not? And such things. Also, the Devil's Wager is a good card. I'll keep that in there.
It will not be my hero.
What will not be your hero? Scorching Zeal is back. Why? Fool's Gold is back. Why? Mage Glove. I had the Mage's Mask last time. Spirit Walk, don't want that. Eye of the Storm. Bashing Ring's back. Guildmaster's Ring. War Cry sounded nice. Mage's Mask, I'm not sold on that yet. Great Helm of Reinforcement. I'm gonna keep the Angel's Wing out because I don't think it's about movement speed anymore. Earlier I thought it was movement speed was very important, but by now I've gotten to the point, the thing that's now movement speed is important when you have to dodge, especially in this one. Especially in this one, because the last enemy standing is not, you're not able to parry him anymore. So I'm fine with the rest. Healing Cap is always worthwhile. Feathered Ice is good. Mercenary Contract. I don't care. That's the worst when you stop caring. I would like to try out those artifacts, but I'm not gonna buy them. Cursed Treasure. Goblin King's Halls 4. The Apprentice. Let's go to those that I don't want. That's I do not want. That was pretty cool. Help for Priest, do not want. Loan, do not want. Lovers, do not want. No, I don't want the Lovers. Easy encounter. Merchant's Favor, no. Food Wagon, yes. Heroes Remains. That kicked my ass last time, but still it's good. Twisted Canyon, no need. No. Radman Hunting is pretty good. Theoretically. Greenborough Forest. Even if you get the right things and you have a good weapon, you're still gonna need 3 rings to do this. It's hard. Devil's Choice is good, technically. Technically really good when you want to draw out the jacks. Because he's probably gonna offer you to fight, have you fight a jack. Devil's Carnival, Dead Man's Gorge, Dead King's Hall, Battle. The Crucible also kicked my butt in the past, but it's also a good thing. And these 3. Devil's Wager, good lord. That was hard. With the lizardmen, I'm not confident in my skills in lizardmen now, which is a problem. Start.
I have made my wager. I'll also make my deal.
You will, yes. I am confident in that. Meredith of the Forest Folk. Blah, blah, blah. Do you want supplies? You want supplies? Take supplies. 10 food. Thank you so much. Oh, lady, I love you. The greatest of magical artifacts were forged long ago and have only limited uses before their power is spent. Use them wisely and they may guide you to victory. Farewell, mortal. Man, it's almost like starting out on easy mode with 20 food in my inventory. Mr. Lionel. Oh, you dirt bag. What am I gonna do with you? Give you 20 gold, sure. Occasionally, losing his place and moving different coins around randomly, he attempts to count the gold you place in front of him. This carries on for a while before he quite calmly and deliberately swallows each of the coins one by one. Now, let's see what I have for you. He then sits considering you for a while before slapping the table with his hand. Ah, I know what you need. Here, Mr. Lionel pulls out a large empty cloth sack and holds it open for you. Reach in and you will receive your heart's desire. Well, as you string together consecutive attacks, you do greatly increase damage. Press left bumper to unleash a force explosion. We shall meet again, the goblin suddenly declares. He then strides confidently out the back of the tavern. Blood auction.
A challenge for you, and a token if you succeed.
In the moonlit ruins of a long-forgotten castle, a host of unholy creatures gather. You discover that vampires are holding secret blood auctions. Mortals are allowed to bid using their own blood. Bid some blood. You're ushered into a circle of bidders. Tonight's item is a magical ring that you are unfamiliar with. Excuse me? Bid 180 health? Holy guacamole, man. I can't bid 60. A strange creature comes to you and draws out your blood. You gotta pay, even if you lose the bid, the creature explains. You wait while all the bids are taken. Oh my god. It's not that one. You lose the bid. The vampires take a break before the next item and you decide to leave before they take an interest in you. Oh, what a risk-reward type situation that is. Ladder escape. To continue forwards, you must first descend down a ladder and into the unknown. You have discovered the exit to this area. Climb down, you embark upon the next leg of your adventure.
What brings you to play the game?
Ah, you know you will not tell me, like all the others before you.
Like all the rest, you are silent.
The Apprentice.
We play for a token now.
Oh, God. One day you happen upon a young wizard practicing... That looks odd, that word. I wouldn't write practicing that way. But then again, I'm not good at, grammar. His magic in the forest. He greets you in a friendly manner and beckons you closer. Since we have been forced to leave our sacred tower, we must make our own way in this world. For a small fee, I could transport you to a destination in a faraway land. Pay 5 food for a teleportation spell. What's this do? You hand over the gold and the wizard prepares himself for casting. This card's token is now yours. The young wizard waves his hand saying, "Don't worry, I'm almost always successful in transporting myself to other places. Luggage is a little trickier." After arriving at your destination, you continue your journey. Where do you teleport me?
Did you expect me to tell your fortune? No. A fortune teller is at their most base and despicable when they begin to believe.
I wish you would
their
shut
own
up at times. You know, I really wish.
I am different. My powers are genuine.
Local peasant, hi. While crossing a forest clearing, you meet a peasant woman. Greetings, stranger. The winter's been hard on my family this year. In the forest behind her, you sense movement. In exchange for some food, I will tell you everything I know about these lands. I have 15, I'll give her 5 because I'm looking so bad right now. The woman takes her food eagerly, passing it to some children who suddenly rush from the forest, hands outstretched. You have given us enough food to survive the winter, stranger. She retrieves a sack from behind the bush. This was my husband's before he died. Please accept it as thanks. Fleet cuffs, cool. While the children eat, the woman speaks at length of what she has seen and heard recently. Oh, that's a shop. I don't have money. Lost in the desert. Devil's choice. Oh yeah, good day. Good day. Should have not given her the food. Lost in the desert is usually an attack. So I'm gonna have to heal up first. Is 40 health enough to deal with probably lizard men? It better. Lost in the desert.
Again, a token is at stake.
So I've never chosen wander aimlessly. It's the same options.
A choice. Select your desire.
Nah, it was not my desire. Before finding your way out of the desert, you are ambushed. Draw 2 monster cards. Well, it's not getting shot in the back of the knee, you know. We have a hammer equipped, which makes this much more difficult. It's Radman too, but I have increased movement speed. First things first. Stun. Yeah, how about you take that? Oh, not necessary. Oh, that hammer, though. Oh, I am so glad I just... Oh, I've parried the wrong attack? You have to even push in the right direction with a parry. The hammer attacks are so goddamn slow, but so strong, too. No! It started with...
Your weapon has powers, yet you haven't used them. And now you're dead.
Didn't I start with 44 health?
The challenge remains ahead of you.
How'd I lose that much? Got hit by a projectile. Got attacked. Probably poisoned. I lost that much. Well, that's purely my fault. Purely my fault, that's true. But... What? For purchasing a portal to another land, you receive surprise portal. Man, the game has picked up in difficulty big time. Oh, it's hard. Did the spider just crawl out of the middle of the book? That's impressive. That's impressive. That's a very short episode. I hope you enjoyed it anyways, and I hope I'll see you in the next episode as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.